Hi, you guys. I decided to share an excerpt with you today from Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. Um, I've been reading this book. If you're going through any kind of creative crisis, this might be useful to read. Or if you're not going through a creative crisis, but you just want to be creative, it might be helpful. I do have an issue with the book, which is that I think she assumes that people don't believe in magic and she has to kind of sell you on it. So I'm always like, girl, I'm with you. Let's go on the magic train. I believe in magic, whatever. Anyway, but the point is, okay, I've been going through a bit of a financial crisis recently. Moved to LA in September, and I'm not covering it. I'm not covering the bases, and it's scary and it's hard, and I'm not sharing that with you to get your sympathy or anything. I'm just um, maybe you might be going through some financial stuff too, and maybe we don't have to feel so alone in all this. It's hard out here. Okay. But she has a chapter called Your Day Job, and I'm just gonna read it. And if you wanna listen, and if it's helpful and inspiring for you, as I hope it will be for me, uh, rad. Okay, you ready? Your day job. The whole time I was practicing to be a writer, I always had a day job. Even after I got published, I didn't quit my day job just to be on the safe side. In fact, I didn't quit my day job, or my day jobs, I should say, until I had already written 3 books. And those 3 books were all published by major houses and were all reviewed nicely in the New York Times. Good job. We're so glad for you, Elizabeth Gilbert. You're in the New York Times. National Book Award, whatever. I'm going to skip that part. It feels like she's patting her back. Okay. I held on to those other sources of income. Am I a little bit bitter right now? I'm not bitter. I'm working on it. We all know you wrote Eat, Pray, Love, Elizabeth Gilbert. Congratulations. Julia Roberts was in the movie. Okay, moving on. I held on to those other sources of income for so long because I never wanted to burden my writing with the responsibility of paying for my life. I knew better than to ask this of my writing because over the years, I have watched so many other people murder their creativity by demanding that their art pay the bills. I've seen artists drive themselves broke and crazy because of this insistence that they are not legitimate creators unless they can exclusively live off their creativity. Do you sometimes feel that way? And when their creativity fails them, meaning when it doesn't pay the rent, they descend into resentment, anxiety, or even bankruptcy. Worst of all, they often quit creating at all. I've often felt like this is so cruel to your work, to demand a regular paycheck from it, as if creativity were a government job or a trust fund. I love that. Look, if you can manage to live comfortably off your inspiration forever, that's fantastic. That's everyone's dream, right? But don't let that dream turn into a nightmare. Financial demands can put so much pressure on the delicacies and vagaries of inspiration. You must be smart about providing for yourself. To claim that you are too creative to think about financial questions is to infantilize yourself, and I beg you not to infantilize yourself because it's demeaning to your soul. While it's lovely to be childlike in your pursuit of creativity, in other words, it's dangerous to be childish. Okay. Other self-infantilizing fantasies include, number 1, the dream of marrying for money. Number 2, the dream of inheriting money. Number 3, the dream of winning the lottery. Number 4, the dream of finding a studio wife, male or female, who will look after all your mundane concerns so that you can be free to commune with inspiration forever in a peaceful cocoon, utterly sheltered from the inconveniences of reality. Come on now. This is a world, not a womb. You can look after yourself in this world while looking after your creativity at the same time, just as people have done for ages. What's more, there's a profound sense of honor to be found in looking after yourself, and that honor will resonate powerfully in your work. It will make your work stronger. Ooh. Also, it may be the case that there are seasons when you can live off your art and seasons when you cannot. This need not be regarded as a crisis. It's only natural in the flux and uncertainty of a creative life. Or hey, maybe you took a big risk in order to follow some creative dream and it didn't quite pay off. And now you have to work for the man for a while to save up money until it's time to go chase your next dream. That's fine too. Just do it. But to yell at your creativity saying, "You must earn money for me," is sort of like yelling at a cat. It has no idea what you're talking about, and all you're doing is scaring it away because you're making really loud noises and your face looks weird when you do that. I held on to my day jobs for so long because I wanted to keep my creativity free and safe. I maintained alternative streams of income so that when my inspiration wasn't flowing, I could say to it reassuringly, "No worries, mate. Just take your time. I'll be here whenever you're ready." I was always willing to work hard so that my creativity could play lightly. In doing so, I became my own patron. I became my own studio wife. So many times I have longed to say to stressed out, financially strapped artists, just take the pressure off yourself, dude. Get a job. There's no dishonor in having a job. What is dishonorable is scaring away your creativity by demanding that it pay for your entire existence. Oh my God. You guys, it's hard. This is why whenever anyone tells me they're quitting their day job in order to become a writer, my palms get a little sweaty. This is why when anyone tells me their plan for getting out of debt is to sell their first screenplay, I'm like, yikes. Write that novel, yes. Definitely try to sell that screenplay. I hope with all my heart that good fortune finds you and showers you with abundance. But don't count on the payoff, I beg of you. Only because such payoffs are exceedingly rare, and you might very well kill off your creativity by holding it to such a harsh ultimatum. You can always make your art on the side of your bread and butter job. That's what I did for 3 whole books, blah, 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 eat, pray, love. Oh, we're so happy for you. That's what Toni Morrison did when she used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yo, okay, this is where it falls short for me because I'm like, as an actor, I can't get up at 5 in the morning and like do my audition before I go to my like office job or whatever. So like, it's tricky. It's tricky. People don't do this kind of thing because they have all kinds of extra time and energy for it. They do this kind of thing because their creativity matters to them enough that they're willing to make all kinds of extra sacrifices for it. Unless you come from landed gentry, that's what everyone does. So, you guys, and me, it's okay to be struggling for, finding the work, like trying to solve the work puzzle. It's never going to be quite perfect. It's going to go in phases. I'm trying to remind myself of that because I just paid for groceries with a credit card last night. It's going to be okay. And I just wanted to share that. And, making art is, in a capitalist society, is an act of rebellion because art is not based on capitalism. Art doesn't give a fuck about capitalism, like real, so like by being creative, you're actually fighting the good fight, and by making space for that and by not making money the top priority, like by making, the art is the most important thing and the making money is in order to do the art. It's actually really subversive and it is actually an act of rebellion and revolt. So my creative peeps, keep it up. You're doing fine. I'm doing fine. I'm obviously a mess, not really doing fine, but I'm tough, so we'll be okay. Much love, and also congratulations about the Dakota Access Pipeline. Woo! Unity. There's hope. We're gonna keep fighting in all the ways that we can. That's all. It's almost 10 minutes. I don't know who watched this whole thing. Okay, bye.